प्रोक्तं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः। वाक्यकारं वररुचिं भाष्यकारं पतञ्जलिं पाणिनिं सूत्रकारं च प्रणतोऽस्मि मुनित्रयम्।
Okay, so I'll share the final document, and I think it's a combined effort of Ramesh ji and Deepti ji to finalize and put everything together. And hopefully it's all correct. We don't have anybody to check it for us, So let's take a look.
So I think Deepti ji and I discussed about that. So she mentioned that, some teacher, if they corrected it would be better so that, we can have the correct answers. So based on that, I have sent the mail to Swamiji with this document.
Very nice.
Yeah, so whenever he gets back, I think, we can share it. So we'll discuss with this document, and whatever we agree upon, we'll have that. But once the answer comes from Swamiji, then maybe we can compare and correct if there are any mistakes.
Yeah.
Also, if there are any outstanding questions, I mentioned in the mail that, we would ask during the Sanskrit class, one of us could volunteer and ask the question if there are anything outstanding.
That would be great. I mean, I would personally not suggest sending to Swamiji because he's already so busy.
Yeah.
We can, whenever we have doubts as a group, we can discuss those on Saturday after the class. That's better. And, loading him
the
with
question will come up as when we are saying the solutions, how do we see to some extent, out of all those brains put together, I mean, there are experts here, so we may get the right answers, but how do we verify that? That is the only thing. So
see, when we look at everybody's answers, and if they are all the same, then, most likely it's the correct answer. But where we have two, three different solutions, or there is no solution, like none of us has the answer, then we definitely know, that we need to check it. So we can do
that's another way of doing it.
Yeah.
Anyway, I didn't pressure Swamiji as well in the mail. So I told him, at his convenience, he can review and send it back.
Yeah.
So while he does that, then, we'll have that.
We can ask him, I mean, if he would like us to send, because this was still a shorter exercise, as we go forward, I'm hoping to make it a little tougher and even longer because we have 2 weeks, So I'm not sure, if it's fair for us to load that on Swamiji, but yes, if he's willing to do it, that's good. Otherwise, yeah, we can collect our questions and ask him on Saturdays.
I have one suggestion.
Yes.
I believe there are a few students who have already completed Panini and in our Vedanta group. There are some people who are pretty well versed with Sanskritam.
Right.
So is it a good idea to seek their help?
Of course, I mean, see, this group is open and everybody is welcome. I just messaged those whose numbers I had and whose numbers were there with Harsha ji. So we both just asked people. Feel free to ask anybody you want them to join, of course, from our class, If anybody wants to join the group.
Are you aware of anybody, Sharad, who can help us like this? Are you aware of anybody who has completed the course?
See, I don't register names, but over a period of 2 years, at least I have come across 2-3 faces who have completely done Panini, and they have some kind of expertise on the subject. Unfortunately, I don't remember their names.
So when you see them in class,
instead of bothering, I do agree with Priyanka that we should not bother Swamiji regarding this matter. So if you can loop in someone who is already well versed in the subject, and that person can correct our answers, that would be a good idea. That's what I felt.
Yeah, so when we are in our class next time, and if you recognize their face, maybe you can send them a private chat on Zoom and ask them if they would like to join the group. And that's all I can think of.
Unfortunately, I'm poor in face recognition.
Okay, that doesn't help, but Okay,
Yeah.
but we'll see if we feel like, somebody in the
Yeah.
class knows, any one of us can message them and ask if they would like to join. Okay, so I'll share
Yeah.
now. Any other questions anybody
Yeah.
has before we start?
No. Yeah.
Okay,
We
and
can
one more
start.
thing I wanted to say that I'll be sharing the exercises uh, once every 2 weeks, and most of it will come from the Saral Sanskrit Sarani books. But I do have few more books that I've never touched. So I was thinking that, if I can sometimes take exercise from there and share that also. So apart from that, if any one of you feels that, you have some verses from any text,
Yeah.
any Upanishad, Bhagavad Gita, and you feel that, that would make
Yeah,
the
yeah.
interesting part, you can send me a personal message. Let's not put too much stuff in the group. So you can send that verse to me and I'll include that in the next exercise.
Actually, we can make it little more structured. Every exercise, we can have one from the Saral Sarani, and then we'll have one Bhagavad Gita or one verse. We'll have it as a regular practice because that helps us in learning both, the way Swamiji teaches us, grammatical
Right.
analysis of the verses. So that way, we get a comprehensive learning of both the entire topic as a whole, not like, you are learning only samasas or
Yeah.
something like that. So I
So
think let's
what,
have it as a regular practice. We'll have
so-
one Subhashitani or Bhagavad Gita or maybe both and
Umaji,
general Saral
Subhashitani is
Sarani.
plural.
Subhashitani is plural, sorry.
Subhashitam.
Okay.
Subhashitam.
Subhashitam. Okay, one
What is the
Subhashitam.
Pratipadika? Pratipadikam.
Subhashitam.
Palam pale palani must be.
Subhashita.
Subhashitam.
Subhashita.
Hey, that's wonderful, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Nee,
we can
I
have one
agree with
Subhashitam.
Huma.
Thanks for correcting.
I agree with
Subhashitam.
Huma because that was, I think, so what me and Sharad were also discussing, that we should do at least one verse from Bhagavad Gita.
So actually what I had in plan was 1 or 2 or 3 exercises depending on how big or complicated they are from these exercise books, and one Subhashitam because Deepti ji already mentioned, so we'll be including that.
And
yes,
one verse.
one verse
Bhagavad
or
Gita.
like from any of the texts that we have. So I was just saying that if like any one of you wants any particular verse, you can send me that. Otherwise,
Yeah.
of course,
You
there
can
are so
select
many
whatever
texts,
it is. If
I
somebody
can
has
pick
some,
something also, but yes, you guys can send it to me if you want.
and
And one
that we will do
answer
little.
sheet, I don't want to give deadlines. Whoever's done it can post it in the group, whenever it's done, because sooner it is, it's good because it helps others to refer to it as well. So as and when you are done, you want to share, you don't want to share, it's totally, your choice. If you don't feel comfortable sharing, that's also okay. And after this meeting, I think we can have a volunteer every time, or you think there should be one person who can put in all the answers together and share it with everybody?
Yeah, we can all take up that role every time one person takes it up. Like
Right.
we can have volunteers so that like it doesn't burden one
person.
person all the time.
Right.
Yeah. So every time let's have one person who will coordinate with like tell us like any role that you want us to take up, we will take it up.
Sure. And this
I
time,
think if-
Ramesh ji has already given the final sheet, so we have that ready. And next
Yeah,
time
and
we can
if that
decide.
format is, if that format, I mean, today after discussing, if that format is acceptable to everyone, then maybe we can follow the same pattern. And then, somebody can take the responsibility of correcting.
Yeah,
and-
every week one person takes up the responsibility of compiling the answer sheets.
Correct.
But,
And one more thing
Yeah.
was to have a Google Drive share instead of putting it, or at least the answer key and the main exercise can be there.
Yeah.
So people.
That is a good idea.
Sure,
So-
I can create a link and
Yeah,
I'll put the
we
exercises there
have
and
all the
answer
email
sheets.
IDs.
So do we want everybody to put their answer sheets there?
No. That's the
Just the
question.
final
and
ones, right?
final
Exercise and final answer. Yeah,
Final one.
that makes
Whoever is volunteering, maybe, can share that somewhere so somebody can correct it and come up with that final answer key.
That's okay.
So this time, I think Deepti ji and me, we kind of shared back and forth emails,
Yeah.
tracking changes and all that. So one thing is what we discussed is we can put it on Drive and then do track changes and correct it and all that instead of sharing the mail back and forth and things like that. So whoever volunteers to put it and also correct it can probably,
Actually-
that with their own personal IDs. Then once the document is there, then, they can post it,
Sure.
something like that.
Ramesh, actually, this is another other thing that you have brought up. Good, that the person who's volunteering would reach out to a few people to understand, to finalize the answers, and then takes the responsibility of compiling the entire answer sheet and puts it in the Drive. That should be the practice.
Yes,
Sure.
that's fine. Yeah.
In this now, regarding the answer sheets, I would not like to volunteer because my knowledge is very. I
No,
don't
it's not,
even
you will
have
do
the
it
proper-
individually, Shailaja.
Yeah.
It will not be like that.
Yeah.
See, you will be the compiling person. So what you would do is you would take up all the sheets, you will see all the sheets, and then compile that. See, looking at the sheet, you can probably reach out to any experts, like within us. And then you can compile it, because if a person, same person has to do every time, it's quite a lot of time it takes. Then anyway, we are all going to discuss here, right?
Yeah, after the discussion only, you just have to put it all together, So
Yeah.
hopefully it should be okay.
Okay.
You can probably recognize the pattern and say, so many people have given this kind of an answer, so many people have given this kind of an answer. That's it.
And one last thing I had to say. So earlier in the group, I mentioned we can meet every first and third Thursday. But I realized if we do that, sometimes there will be like 5 Thursdays in a month, and then we'll not meet for 3 weeks. So is that okay, or shall we make it alternate Thursdays so that we meet every 2 weeks,
Yeah.
It would be a good
That will be
idea.
more regularized.
Yeah. So we
Yeah.
can make it alternate Thursdays instead of first and third.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll finally share the document. Yeah. Okay. Everybody can see the screen, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So here, of course, I think this is good enough because we are used to doing this in class also, right? The T, K,
Correct.
and all the stuff.
I think that's
Priyanka, can
nice.
you enlarge the text, please?
Yeah, 1 second.
So again, the comprehensiveness, only after I saw, I did it very basic. After I saw Ramesh Ji's this one, then I realized that maybe I should have done it in this kind of a detail. So I think next time onwards, we can follow this format.
That's, I think, again, like how much time everyone has, So
Yeah,
if you
whatever
can
it
do
is.
this,
Like, see,
This is good. This is good size.
this is good
Yeah.
because it makes you think, and you go back and you brush up your basics also.
Yeah. Okay. So anyone has any questions specific? Because I think some of these were pretty simple and straightforward, and a lot of
Yeah.
us probably got them right. So if there's
Correct.
anything specific, oh, sorry,
Hmm.
I'm still getting the hang of sharing. Yeah. Yeah. So in this first part, does anyone has any question?
No.
Okay. And now we have this sheet also, so everything is done pretty detailed.
Yeah, this is very
I have a question, Priyanka ji.
Yeah.
In the first one, 1A, there is a sa tam chalanam shikshayati itas tatascha brahmayati, and then there is brahmayati. So this brahmayati is something I couldn't really understand. I couldn't find that word form. Is it something? I mean, can somebody help me with that?
Isn't that niche?
Yeah, actually, even I took the other one only.
No, Brahmayati was there, but Brahmayati I couldn't find even in the
See,
in the
going
dhatu.
by the pattern, what I thought, she walks and also she makes him walk. Like chalayati, shikshayati.
No, Brahmayati is okay. What
No,
about
I-
Ramayati
Brahmayati?
makes him walk.
I
Makes him
think
No,
it's,
Brahmayati is also,
Patayati, like that.
what is it?
Chalayati.
Patati, patayati.
Oh, Patayati.
Patati
Patati.
patayati.
But here,
Shelati.
Harshaji, the Brahmayati is itself like a cause to walk, right?
1 second. I think it was one of those sutras. No,
Because
we
I couldn't
heard.
find in the Dhatu. Will there be a Dhatu called Brahm? What is it? I mean,
Can I stop share 1 second? I was trying to find something. I think we did this set of 8 dhatus, no? Shram, and was Brahm one of them? I just want to check. Give me 1 second. Sutras. No, it's not one of these.
There are two Brahms. So one is first Gana, second one is fourth Gana. So this
Okay.
fourth Gana is Brahmu Anavasthane. And that declines the Nijanta becomes Brahmayati. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Kartari is Brahmayati. Nijanta, here it still says only Brahmayati.
The question for Swamiji?
okay. It is.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, Harshaji, what is that Gana you said? Fourth, is it?
Fourth Gana,
Okay.
Dhatu.
I'll send the link after.
Okay. So when so if you search for Brahm, so you'll get like two options in the Ashtadhyayi, is it?
Yeah.
That's how you find
Yeah.
it. Okay.
Actually, I can share my screen if that helps. I found it.
Hmm.
So yeah, so I searched for Brahm in this Devadigana, and it's giving two
Okay.
forms. But this is Brahmayati and Brahmati.
That's not Brahmayati.
Yeah. And we
Is it
have
Nijanta?
Somewhere I found this. Brahmanam Karayan is Brahmayati. Karayan.
Brahmayati and Brahmayati.
No,
So
this is I'm just putting in the chat.
okay. And the other is, see, the other, this is the
Brahmayan is Brahmanam Karayan. Karanam, to be a Karanam of Brahmanam. Brahmanam Karayan is the meaning of Brahmayan.
Oh,
But see, we have
So
the forms here, no? This one.
that is
but those are
Brahmayati.
Latlaka, you have to
Brahmayati.
click on Nijanta, the fourth tab, Nijante, right?
Yeah.
Here you get Brahmayati.
Brahmayati.
no.
Here,
Brahmayati is
both of
there.
them
Yeah.
are
It is
still
not Brahmayati.
Correct.
This
This
one is
is 1P.
Brahmayati, and I think if we go to
1P,
the Devadi, then it would be Brahmayati. We
I
can
thought
Yeah,
as much,
Brahm.
but
one
it is still,
second.
that is also showing Brahmayati only, unfortunately.
Oh, is it this one?
Yeah.
This one, the normal
to go.
form is
Brahmayati is there, no?
yeah.
No.
Brahmayati
Kartari
No.
Brahmayati is there.
and
No,
Nijante
that is
is Brahmayati.
Brahmayati. Yeah. Kartari is also Brahmayati. It's not Brahmayati.
Okay.
So we
Priyanka
still
ji,
found 1 second.
Kosha.
Brahmayati is what we are looking for, right? It's from Br Dhatu. Huh? Where did
Huh?
it Where did
Brahmu,
But English, it will not take it that kind of
I
accurately.
typed it. Brahmayati.
I think you typed it as
Priyanka ji, can you go to Kosha Anvesha?
1
Ah.
second. I wanted to check this also. Nothing is there. Okay. Yes, what do you want me to type?
No, can you go to Kosha Anvesha
Yeah,
on the
that's
right
it.
side? Or if you
Sure,
are,
definitely. Yeah, G is there.
can you type Brahma via Brahma? I think, can you type it in Sanskrit? Yeah, okay.
I
Yeah,
something.
it's
can,
the
but
So here, if you go to Apte, there is a Brahma and thing which
Brahma Annas roaming about.
there
Brahmas,
is an error or mistake.
Brahma Anna.
it could also be a typo in the book, you know.
Oh, okay.
Ramayati, let's search this exactly. Okay.
Here it says Brahm is roaming about.
Okay, one more thing. Since I have a free account, the meeting will end in 40 minutes, and then we can just log back in using the same link.
Correct.
Okay.
Okay. Just give me
Okay.
1 minute, I'll restart the meeting and then we can log in. Okay, so this doesn't exist here in Dhatu part. Maybe it's a typo in the book. But we can check this with Swamiji also on Saturday. And does anyone wants to volunteer? Like, so one person can note down all the questions we have for Swamiji and that person can ask him on Saturday.
Yeah. So this Saturday I will not be there. So somebody can take up this Saturday. Next time I'm going to be traveling this Saturday. So somebody can take up this Saturday. Next time I will do it.
Anyone?
Brahm.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay.
Ramayati is the first question. Okay.
Okay.
I think
Okay.
since some of the people haven't joined, maybe you can just post it in the group chat. And then if somebody has an answer, then maybe we can check that before asking.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, maybe Deepti ji or somebody might know.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else in first?
Yeah. I have like totally 3 questions. The first one is
Oh my
over.
God.
The second one is so Lada Geetam, correct? So I couldn't find I couldn't find this word anywhere to find the meaning. How do I usually, if I don't find what is the way to get the meaning of these words? Koshanvesha, I couldn't find it.
Yeah.
Or maybe I'm not using the right method, I don't know. So could somebody help? Like if you're able to, if I'm stuck with a word, how do I find a meaning?
See, this one even
For
I
both
couldn't find. There are 2-3 websites that I use, but I couldn't
Okay.
find this one anywhere. And eventually I
Okay.
took the meaning from Deepti ji's sheet where she wrote it's a lullaby. So
Actually, Lad Pyar is there, no? So that's how if you,
Yeah.
that way I somehow figured out it is Lad Pyar. Lad is like affectionate. In Hindi also you have that word.
yeah.
So that way I also did not find the word anywhere. So I took it as Lad, fond or affectionate that way.
Okay.
And this is something even Swamiji always says, that it's very difficult to find everything in the dictionary because the language is so vast. Sometimes you
Okay.
just have to ask around, I think, ask somebody who knows
Okay.
when all your resources
Okay.
are, out.
No, one thing is usually I use Ashtadhyayi, and then one more website that I use is Sanskrit.in or Sanskrit.d something. Is there any other better websites where we can find the
I
meanings
use
for the
this
words?
Sanskrit dictionary, I think that's the address.
That's one. Yeah,
I
correct.
already used
Sanskrit
that.
dictionary.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and I think there was one more I use sometimes, but I don't know how accurate it is, but I'll still send that link in the group.
Is it learnsanskrit.cc when you say
I think
Sanskrit?
Harsha has put some message regarding Brahmayati
Where?
in the chat.
Yeah. Brahmayati is an accepted word in some.
Yeah, that from there only I took Brahmayan, from that Brahmayan, same thing.
Right.
Brahmayan, it says Brahmayan Karoti. Brahmanam Karayan.
Yeah.
Okay. So there it says both are causatives, Brahmayati or Brahmayati.
Brahman.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
So, I mean, Harshaji, if you can help us, like you're going and searching somewhere to get this, right? So this is where, so it's a Sanskrit dictionary. That's where you go, or is there any other?
I use primarily I use Swamiji's the Kosha Anvesha. Now they themselves have one more which they claim is better. So sometimes I use that, but by default I use only Kosha Anvesha.
Okay. But so Kosha Anvesha, did you find this in there? No, I don't think
I
we
assumed
can
it was
find that.
causative, Nijanta. So I didn't look up. I mean, for words that
Oh, okay.
know, I
No,
just
now
kept
you did,
translating.
right? No, now you did something. I mean, you went to Geeta Super
Huh.
site. That's where IITK.
Correct. So
Okay.
I do a Google search in Devanagari itself,
Okay.
and then that will automatically link to hits.
Okay.
Yeah, but if you use
Okay, fine.
English, it won't work. If you use
Oh, okay.
IAST or other transliteration methods in English, it won't work.
Yeah, I actually copied this word and then put it in the Google, but still I couldn't get it. But anyway, so I'll try again. Yeah.
I think we'll
Thank
get
you.
better
So
with
lot
time.
of,
I
what
have
is
a
it?
doubt. I have a doubt on the same word, Brahmayati. See, in Kosha Anveshan, it was showing Brahma, Brahma, and the meaning was also same. So, for Brahma and Brahma, it was mentioned Kosha Anveshan when you were sharing, Priyanka.
Yeah.
So it was showing there, Brahma.
1 second. You want me to open that?
And then I was saying ki whether we can accept it if it is given there, and the meaning was also same, roaming about.
Okay.
Which is Brahmana is also actually Brahmana is going round. That is the meaning which is given
Yeah.
in that Kosha Anveshana, going round in circle and all those things. Because usually I go through the entire, whoever has given the meaning, I go through the entire thing. So that in that same place, Brahma is also given as roaming about.
Yeah. And I think
It was
this
Brahma
also,
and not Brahma. So, so can we accept that meaning also?
I think so. And I think because they used both the words, they probably do have similar meaning, in the exercise
Yeah.
I'm saying.
So,
Yeah.
so I
Okay.
thought I will check it once again and then ask and then put it in the group or something.
Okay.
Because I had seen it there, and since Brahma and Brahma had the same meaning, I did not consider that Brahmayati, that word. I stuck to Brahmayati.
Yeah, even I did that, I just chose which one was easier.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also did the Brahmayati. I didn't touch the Brahmayati. Anyway, the one more question is again with the meaning of this word, Nischala, Tesham Sarala Nischala Vyavaharaha. In the I mean, Chatraha Varge Katam Shunmanti, that one, that exercise.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it here. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. So what's the question?
I think we need to go a little bit up. In that Tesham Sarala Nischala Vyavaharaha.